We did this the other night, but I didn't record it. So 2 nights ago, I ground up and poured the resulting slurry into our treatment areas, our plastic treatment areas. We're now doing it again. I don't know what this... Oh, that shouldn't be there. So once again, the idea is to grind up all of our kitchen waste in the incinerator out here on the sink. That includes shrimp. That includes always, doesn't matter, meat and grease. It all goes down and it becomes this slurry here. And then we of course take that and we pour it in here, as we've been doing for over a month now. Now it's been raining, so we have a lot of water in here, but that'll evaporate. We're doing the treatment like this because we want to ensure that we're not biasing it by the presence of soil. We do know that when it just spills onto the ground, onto soil, it turns into soil in 3 to 6 days. So we've already verified that over years and years. But we want to now just do it in these plastic containers, these IBC tanks, because we want to show that when you grind it all up, and that includes everything, including, as I said, shrimp and meat and fat, as long as it's all mixed together, the incinerator oxidizes and hydrolyzes the ground up food waste so that it releases whatever enzymes are inside the cell vacuoles, and it very quickly aerates. And so there's no smell, there's no vermin, you never see any paw prints, you never see the chickens come by, raccoons, dogs, the cats that we have. No animals, no feral animals are interested in ground up food waste, and we're trying to prove this so that we can introduce this to wildlife areas where there's campers, so there's no longer bear-human conflict. If they just had a simple incinerator like this at the campsite and everybody took their food residuals and ground them up, they could just toss them on the ground as we've done here, and then it turns back into soil, as I said, in 3 to 6 days. Never attracts flies, never attracts cockroaches, there's no smells. And now we're just showing that this is a month we've been dumping ground up food waste into these plastic treatments, and again, there's no odor at all, there's no flies, there's no roaches, there's just nothing, and no animals come around here, even though we're at the edge of a forest. The animals have no interest. But we don't have bear here, unfortunately. There used to be bear here 20 years ago, but because of all the development here in Pasco County, the bear are gone. There's a wildlife reserve way down that way, but they don't cross over here, and so we haven't had a chance to test it. So if any of you know how we can test this, that would be great, a place that we could do this. All right. Yes, you can. I'm seeing Mike Tinter's asking, can you do it directly on crops? Yes, we did for a long time. We actually had it set up over there where I had a student from Colombia and another student from Kenya, and they used to come for an entire semester, and they would pour the ground up slurry from the food waste right on their crops, and they had a good harvest. So yes, you can, Mike, directly broadcast the stuff, and we've done that here, but it's been a while. But where you have the sweet almond and you've got the hibiscus there, this was all an area where we just ground up food waste and just dumped it onto the sand over there. So it definitely works, and we're going to keep recording this. Like I said, I didn't record the other night, but I've been recording steadily on these lives, so we do have a longitudinal study of what's happening visually. And the rain, of course, has filled these up, but that'll be dealt with. But again, no problems at all. Thank you for your comments, Mike. Yeah, it is cool. Appreciate it. And my mother's saying no gloves as usual. That's right. I don't need gloves. It's just the food that we ate. The residuals of the food that we ate, and you touch it with your hands at the dinner table. So why not do it here? Anyway, it's a really great use of a little bit of solar energy in order to, there's the solar panels there, but it's not that the incinerator is running on those solar panels. The incinerator is running on the microgrid. These are just contributing to that microgrid. So yes, a wonderful way to make use of your food residuals. And of course, when you put it in the biodigester, you get a bag full of biogas, and that's what those IBC tanks are. Those are SolarCity's IBC tank biodigesters. And normally I pour the food waste right into there so I can cook on the resulting fuel that comes out. But in this case, I want to do this treatment because I want to prove that wildlife and human conflict is unnecessary. We do have another biodigester, the home biogas system, back here, and a lot of experiments that go on. But yes, grind your food waste, just pour it on the ground, and you'll be fine. And we're going to be making soil, save soil, save soil. We did notice, by the way, that this treatment where we didn't put any inoculant, that's just on plastic, it takes much longer to turn into soil. That one, we've put in a handful of dirt, and had the rain not flooded it, it would have turned into soil in a week or a week or two. But yeah, that's what we generally do. Is for this treatment, I do go in here and I grab some soil and toss it in so that those microbes are in there to do the digesting much more rapidly. But like I say, the rain has flooded the whole thing, so it's going to delay that process a bit. But anyway, yes, it works. No smell. Thanks a lot. We'll catch you next time.